Oregon, November 25th, 2017. It's a normal day on the ground. People are going about their business, but something different is happening right above their heads. Something that should put the fear into everyone traveling in our skies.
Oakland 31, Seattle 13, APREC.
Oakland 31.
APREC November 155 Sierra Lima, level 43 is the wrong way.
That's pretty big. Do you know that target south of the boundary there, that 0027 code moving very fast at 37,000?
Oh, look at that thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh. And you don't have anything on him, huh?
I got nothing.
Well, we'll look.
Westjet 1698. Okay, I see him up there. That's crazy. That's fast.
Yeah, all right, I'll report that.
Thanks, Senator.
Okay.
In the next exchanges, you will hear air traffic control trying to figure out what is happening in their skies. It's important to note that this previous exchange confirmed radar at two separate centers, Oakland and Seattle. Yet, in later exchanges, air traffic control deny radar contact.
It's Oakland 31 or 36.
Lima.
This is Sector 36. We had a target come through our airspace going really fast at level 370 earlier, an intruder, Mode C intruder, going southbound, and then now apparently the Southwest 4712 sees an aircraft off his right side about as 1 o'clock and 10 miles going northbound at 370. We don't have anything on radar anymore or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I turned my primaries on.
And we don't see any primaries or anything either.
But I will. Okay. Yeah.
Just to let you know, and our supervisors are calling all the appropriate people. So.
And does he have any idea what kind of aircraft it is?
No, we've asked him, and he doesn't. He said it's about his 1 to 2 o'clock and 10 miles off his right side now. So.
Okay, thanks.
Maybe.
Southwest 4712, Seattle.
Center, good evening, Southwest 4712, flight level 380, and we're watching that unknown aircraft at 1 o'clock.
Southwest 4712, Seattle Center, Roger, and can you estimate the altitude, please?
Best estimate is 370.
Thank you, sir. Southwest 4712, are you just visual, or is there any TCAS indication?
No negative TCAS, it's just a visual.
Roger, just keep me advised.
Roger that.
Southwest 4712, can you estimate the distance?
Yeah, our estimation is now between 12 and 15 miles, definitely further away than it was before. There's some clouds up there, so it's getting harder and harder to see it, but we still see the object there.
Southwest 4712, Roger, and you said you're 1 to 2 o'clock right now?
Yep, affirmative, between 1 and 2 o'clock.
Roger. United 612, Seattle.
Go ahead.
United 612, if you take a look out the right side, you're at 3 o'clock and maybe 5 to 10 miles for an airplane that may be northbound 370-ish.
Yeah, we got him. It's a white airplane. Yeah, about 10 miles away.
Yes, sir. Is he about a BMU overtaking?
Yeah, he's a beam us. It looks like he's slowly going a little bit away from us. He's a 81 flight level 350.
United 612, thank you. Keep a visual if you can. Let me know.
Roger. And from Southwest 4712, it's starting to get really hard to see it, so he's definitely moving away from us. And can the United crew tell what kind of airplane it is?
Southwest 4712, appreciate the report. Yeah, they do have visual now ahead of you, about 20 miles, and I'm trying to get some more information, but thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah, it's United 612. It's just a white speck out there. I mean, we can see it, but there's no identification.
United 612, can you estimate any altitude?
Yeah, it looks like he's probably about 4,000 or 5,000 feet above us.
Roger. United 612 negatives, tried to catch you before you left there. It was for a different aircraft. Remain this frequency.
Let's go, we're back.
United 612, if you can update me on just a couple more things, if you still have that aircraft in sight, on the relative velocity to you and the position now.
It's still a beam, so he must be going about the exact same speed as us, and just a very slight vector to the east from us, and like I said, about, I don't know, 3,000 to 5,000 feet above.
United 612, Roger. You can't really estimate the distance then.
Yeah, he's probably still about 10 to 15 miles away. Unless I knew the size of the plane, it's hard to tell.
Understood. Thank you. Sky was 3478, Seattle.
3478?
Yes, sir. Just going to give you a traffic call because there's kind of an unusual situation. Traffic potentially at your 1 o'clock, 12 to 1 o'clock and 40 miles opposite directions, estimated between 350 and 370. We're not working that aircraft, and there's two pilots have spotted it visually northbound between 350 and 370, approximately between Crater Lake or just west of Crater Lake area. This guy was 3478. Based on the last known position, potentially at your 1 to 2 o'clock and about 20 miles now.
That's Southwest 4712. So we still have a visual on it. We'll call it 130 or so, probably about 20 miles.
Southwest 4712, thank you.
Yeah, maybe 2 o'clock.
SkyWest 3478, maybe at your 2 o'clock and about 10 to 15 miles now.
Yeah, I think I have it inside, Sky 3478.
Sky 3478, you said you do have them in sight?
Yes.
Okay, and if you can, give me an estimate, either on a type aircraft or an altitude.
Looks about level with us. And I'm not able to see a type. Okay,
just white in color?
Yeah, I can't even see that. I'm looking at the sun at him.
Okay, thanks. Sky 3478, let me know when that has moved past you northbound, if it's still moving north.
Okay.
Southwest 4712, do you see any traffic off your right side at about flight level 370 proceeding northbound about 5 to 10 miles?
Well, we had the traffic until not too long ago, but we've lost contact with that traffic. And the last time we saw him, it was more 15 to 20 miles away.
Off your right side, you said?
Affirmative at 2 o'clock.
Roger.
Alaska 525 at 400.
Alaska 525, Seattle Center, descendant for Alpha Discretion, maintain flight level 380.
Discretion 380, Alaska 525.
Alaska 525, do you see any traffic at about your 1 to 2 o'clock proceeding northbound around flight level 36 or 370?
We do not currently, but we are looking for them.
Alaska 525, thanks. Descendant for Alpha Discretion, maintain flight level 240. Let me know if you see anything out there.
Discretion 240, Alaska 525. And Southwest 4712 just picked that traffic back up again at 2 o'clock, probably about 20 miles or so.
Southwest 4712, thank you. Can you give me an estimate about the altitude maybe?
Yeah, I'll give you a better estimate here in just a minute as we just good evening, it's Alaska 439 at 360.
Alaska 439, Seattle Center, rudder.
South 4712, we lost contact, but earlier when we were watching him, it's estimated 37,000 feet, but could possibly be 35 maybe.
Southwest 4712, thanks, and thank you. Southwest 4712, contact Seattle Center 125.8. Just let them know if you start to see anything, if you contact them again, please.
At 25 minutes, we'll let them know 4712 tonight. Hey, Seattle, compass 6023 out of 224 for 230.
Compass 6023, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, compass 6023.
Compass 6023 at about your 10 o'clock and about 40 miles proceeding northbound. There was an aircraft reported somewhere between 35 and 37,000 feet. He's not talking to anybody, and I don't have any primary targets. Just keep an eye out, please.
Roger, we'll be close.
Compass 6023, just let me know if you see him. Again, he's proceeding northbound. He was estimated between 35 and 37,000 feet, and as soon as I have you clear of his last known area, I'll have higher.
And you said he was at 10 o'clock?
It was about your 10 o'clock and about 40 miles was his last reported position proceeding northbound, so probably somewhere between probably about 10 o'clock and about maybe 20 miles northbound.
All right, thank you. We'll keep an eye for him, and if we see him, we'll let you know.
Thank you. Alaska 525, contact Seattle Center 125.8. Just let the next controller know if you see that aircraft at all.
25, they lost 525 there.
Hi.
CSAT, open it up.
SAS and Newton's over there, special activity. He last reported him when he was back here at about his 10 o'clock, or actually about his 2 o'clock 20 miles, which would have put him right in here. He was going to try to give me an estimate, but then he lost contact on his altitude, or lost contact on him, so he said he was somewhere between 35 and 37,000 feet. So that's why I stopped him low, just to make sure in case he's descending or something like that. I pulled up the primaries just to see if we got any hits on him, but there's no primary targets on it. Aircraft are just reporting that they're seeing somebody out there. And possibly, actually, I think they're about to scramble, and everything else was good. That's all I got.
All right, Debbie.
Alaska 439, Center.
Alaska 439, go ahead.
Alaska 439, just verify slot level 360.
We're level at 360, and previous controller did tell us about a stray out this way from our position.
Alaska 439, yes. Last reported position was at about your 9 o'clock and about 30 miles west of your position, proceeding northbound in the altitudes between somewhere at 35 to 37,000 feet.
Okay, and it was only picked up visually then? You guys aren't seeing them?
Affirmative. I have my primary targets up, and there's no primary targets on it and no beacon code.
Okay, thank you.
Alaska 439, descent at Panel's discretion, maintain flight level 300. Again, his last reported altitude was between 35 and 37, so I guess I'd rather have you underneath him in case he is still flying around out there.
Okay, discretion of 300. We'll start down now, Alaska 439.
Thanks. Compass 6023, do you mind doing a TCAS check to see if you see any targets out there on your TCAS?
We'll do that. Compass 6023.
Thanks. Alaska 439, do you mind doing a TCAS check just to see if you see any targets out to your left?
Yeah, we don't see anybody out there right now.
Alaska 439, thank you. Present 2453, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
3515, get ahead 2453. And center compass 6020, so we don't show anything. The only thing is somebody at 7 o'clock, 40 miles, 6,000 above us, but I think that's the Alaska.
Compass 6023, affirmative, that checks. Climb maintain flight level 350 now.
Climb 350, compass 6023.
Redwood 1755, would you mind looking at your TCAS and letting me know if you see anybody at about your 10 o'clock or so and about 30 miles? I have one Alaska that's descending out of 33.6 to 300, and let me know if you see anybody else.
No, we don't have anybody within 30 miles or even 50.
Thank you. Alaska 322, can you check your TCAS to see if you see anybody at about your 9 o'clock or so and about the next 50 miles? I do have one aircraft that's climbing out of 30.4 for 35, and just let me know if you see anybody else, please.
No, man, we've got nothing.
Alaska 322, thanks. Contact Seattle Center 135.15.
3515, that's 322.
Okay, thanks, Seattle Center, Redwood 1948, flight level 230.
Redwood 1948, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, Redwood 1948.
Yeah, Alaska 439.
Alaska 439, go.
Yeah, have you painted any primary radar on this guy, or what's the intel?
The intel that we've had is we haven't seen any primary targets. We're just getting reports from pilots that are seeing him, and we don't have any beacon codes on him or anything like that. So basically, it's kind of like a stealth mode or something. Alaska 439, can you do one more check again, please? I've got a 737 leaving 14.5, climbing to 23 right now, and a couple fighters coming out southbound. Let me know if you see anything else from about your 9 o'clock to your 12 o'clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's right into the sun. We don't see anything on TCAS right now.
Thank you.
No one knows who scrambled the military aircraft. The call has to come from the FAA to the US Air Force. But interviews with the pilots involved did take place. The interview with Southwest 4712 was the most daunting. He states, "If it was like a Lear type airframe, I probably would not have seen it this clear." He goes on to say his crew went on to watch the object from Northern California all the way to their descent into Portland. That is over a 600-mile trip. Below is a video link to the phone calls and interviews with the individuals involved in this incursion. They leave us with more questions than answers. One thing is for sure, UFO sightings are on the rise, and they have become increasingly interested in our aircraft. This is Paul with SST signing off. Stay safe and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with disclosure. And coming next week, we interview FBI Special Investigator John D'Souza, and it's going to be explosive.